Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Thunderdome Homestead. So, let me get a little caffeine here. I get the old blood flowing. Um, so I saw a video from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and he had presented an article that the wasn't the USDA, it was US Marshals were coming in and raiding the Amish for selling their meat, produce, eggs, things like that outside of the jurisdiction of the USDA. So, big problem with that, guys, is that's how forever and a year we've always, before all these government regulations that are, and government entities, the alphabet soup agencies and things like that, that's how we as a people took care of our communities. We raised food, we bartered, we traded. This guy raised chickens and that guy raised cows, and they traded chickens for beef and all that. That's a problem. And it begs the question, if they're going to come after the Amish, which the government and the Amish pretty much have an agreement, like, leave me alone. They don't pay taxes, they don't anything. They're completely just on their own, self-sufficient. They don't rely on any government aid, anything like that. They're left alone. And the government, for the most part, honors that. So now that we're seeing this, I would venture to say that's concerning. Because where does this stop? Does it stop with larger meat packing facilities that are run by the Amish? Does it stop with non-Amish meat packing facilities? Does it stop with the backyard homesteader? Does it stop with some guy minding his own business with 2 raised beds out back and growing a couple peppers and tomatoes and having meat rabbits and maybe some quail? Where does it end? Me personally, I don't think this is going to end until they reach their agenda. And that means no one can be self-sufficient in any form, one way or another. And there's my little bit of cynicism for the day. So, another update. And I've talked to you guys about having backups for backups and things like that. We had 2 dogs. Now, I'm out of town. I'm not at my homestead currently. I am in another location. Don't ask me where, because I'm not going to tell you. And if anybody knows, don't put it in the comments. But I am not at my homestead. I am out of town. And I received a call yesterday that some of my ducks were attacked. 2 dogs from way down yonder. I bet they's at least a quarter mile away. They went through their shock collars. They went through their little barrier thing that's supposed to mess with them. and they made a beeline straight for my homestead, which it's not a short distance. So anyhow, I don't know necessarily all the details of it, but a couple of my ducks initially were thought to be dead, but they weren't. They're just injured, which sucks because I am going to be butchering here in the next couple of days. So I may have to butcher birds that I did not intend to butcher. With that being said, I have ducklings that are 4 or 5 weeks old that are still in the brooder. I have quail that are in the brooder as well. I have a bunch of chickens that I'm going to butcher. I have backups to my backups to those backups. I have fertilized duck eggs that I could throw in the incubator right now. Another backup. So, just because you have a couple chickens and you have this and you have that, doesn't mean you're squared away. Because what happens if a coyote or a wolf or some asshole that doesn't know how to keep their dogs comes up? Or even a coon or a possum. I've even had chickens killed by weasels before. So, yeah, what are you going to do then? Where's your backup to that? Also, before anybody goes down in the comments and says, well, you know, you should put a run-up for them to keep them safe. Yeah, it's in the works. Haven't got to it yet. Got a bunch of other crap to do. I'm getting there. I have actual chain link, like heavy duty, rubber coated chain link that I have put up. I have the post holes dug. I have the posts in. I got to get around to it. So, yeah. Before anybody says put them in a run, it'll keep them. No, I'm getting there. But yeah. So that was not a fun call to receive. However, it's not the end of the world because I have backups. 2 is 1, 1 is none. And I have backups in other locations as well. So, yeah. So that was a setback I had on the homestead. So again, I may end up having to butcher a few of my other ducks that I had not intended to. And that sucks. But it is what it is. So, and praise the Most High that I was even in the situation to have backups to begin with. Alright guys, if you found anything useful out of this video, like, share, subscribe, don't forget your caffeine, and I will talk to you later, tomorrow, after I've settled back into the homestead, because I'm heading back today. Alrighty guys, talk to you later.